That's Adam Beanstock again. Continue on from my other video. I'd just like to do the part B of the Independence hornpipe, where it's got a lot of triplets, and to play it slowly and out of time. Well, it's given the full value. I think there's it seems to be a sort of like a sort of narrow gauge there. Because that's a lot slower than what it is normally played, but it's given the full value of the lengths of notes in between the triplets. I think this is important because otherwise you'll tend to rush the triplets to try and keep it in time. And there we go, keep it in time again. So whether the guitarist has got a It's quite attractive with these up and down arpeggios and sequences, which you're going up to top C there. You know, some people might have issues because you're doing a slight shift there, but all you're doing is extension four finger. You have to, you can stay in first position, but sometimes with some people's hands you have to slightly change in order to get the notes to feel comfortable. So if that causes an issue, you play a C major scale in first position. Very easy to go 2 octaves in C, isn't it, without coming out of first position. And I think you can easily play it in the second position, but you know, because a lot of these tunes call for that. So we just do this again. I hope this is not getting too boring for. You don't get enough bow. You can make sure there's enough bow there. It's because you know, I find if you're doing an arpeggio in a G major in first position, that second part of the Tully's hornpipe is English. Because you know, I don't know why I actually feel awkward doing that. It's a little bit ambiguous from how many notes you put in going up that scale. It's something you just got to get used to, because of this just what part of the bow you use. If you're going up towards the frog, you've got more finger movement. If you go further down, you've got more. You've got this arm coming into play. So you think, in actual fact, if you go to the frog, if you try and keep it clean. Whatever the notes are, but because you know, you think you know, the old style of playing violins, they would have done in those very early days. They would have used this end of the bow a lot more. They'd be more comfortable because we've got shoulder rests and we're holding it up here. Now, people tend to be more comfortable in this part of the bow because of the gravity. The centre of gravity has changed because you're holding the violin higher. But anyway, so it's food for thought, that anyway. So, and if in doubt, you're actually, you know, I mean, we're not used to playing the frog so much, but you got far more manoeuvrability with the wrist and the fingers, whereas you're keeping your arm, an upper arm, so because you're using more of the upper arm if you're up here. See, the whole arm is moving. See, less and less as you come towards the less and less of your arm is being used as you come up towards the frog. You're using less muscles. Use it more onto the fingering, so it's a, you know, as far as bowing technique is concerned, I'm not hot on it, and you know, focus on when you're playing in sessions or whatever you're playing. You'll find you'll have an easier time. You know, if you want to play without a shoulder rest, that might help, and be far more comfortable playing nearer the frog. Well, that's my thoughts on it anyway. So I might have got a bit sidetracked, but anyway,